Hello, welcome back to Nostalgia Drive. This is episode 16 of my Saya no Uta playthrough. So we ended off last time and it was a really weird situation of Saya in pain, and I initially thought it was that she was giving birth, but I don't even know what was happening. She was spreading wings like a butterfly. But then we've just came to this point now, and I don't know if this is Ryoko's perspective or Fuminori's, but we'll just need to see the now. I think it might be Ryoko, which would probably make the most sense, I think. She was worried at first how long the preserved foods in the underground storeroom would last her. But now it seems that her fears were unfounded. It's the liquor she should have worried about. By saving each drop of the spiritus, as though it was her last, she thought that she could make her flask hold out a little longer, but she must have been consuming more each day than she realised. Who can blame her? There is no way that she could have gotten through this without the intoxicating effects of distilled alcohol. Aye, it is Ryoko then. Thought it was. After Ryoko chased useless emotions like hope and despair from her mind, she found herself spending the most peaceful days of her life. As recognition set in, even hate and fear left her. Now she feels only awe from what Ogai Masahiko did and respect for the depth of his intellectual curiosity. After all, neither she nor this world has any reason left to deny his research. Alone in the mountain cabin, Ryoko killed time by bringing order to the documents that Ogai's left behind. She took the scattered and inscripted papers and rewrote them into a more readable fashion, eliminating redundancies and adding indexes and tables of contents. Ryoko did not intend for anyone to read them, of course. She knew full well how meaningless her actions were. With her reason to live gone, however, having something to devote her mind to was at least some relief. As the last drops of vodka burn their way down Ryoko's throat, all of Ogai's research lies before her in a single volume. She has finally finished transcribing and annotating the last of his writings. Enjoying the satisfaction of a pointless job well done, she idly pages through the manuscript that she just completed. I shall conclude by summarising my theory as it currently stands. The life form that I named Saya did not appear in our universe by any chance. Right, so she must be an alien then, I'm assuming. Not even as a result of my summoning, but because of the instincts that were programmed directly into her biology. She was created to fulfill the same ultimate purpose that all life shares: reproduction. Saya and her kind procreate by spreading their seeds to other dimensions. What? Other dimensions? What is the probability that they will discover a doorway to another world? Even if they succeed in doing so, the chance of that world being suitable for reproduction must be even more minute. In order to make the most of that scant probability, evolution has granted them a certain advantage, none other than the astonishing ability that I have witnessed in Saya. To wit, they select the most prosperous life form that they encounter, take control of it, and in doing so, to gain dominance over the planet's biosphere. In other words, they hijack the entire species. So is it like Saya gonna take over the planet? This is so weird, man. They do this by analysing their target's genome, then overwriting its genetic code to remake it into their own image. Saya's biologically is more capable of including such dramatic widespread mutation. There is a significant probability that the target species will have evolved into intelligent life, This element may be necessary to gain control of the planet's atmosphere. Why do they try to control it? I don't know. Saya and her sisters also plunder their target's culture and psychology. Her extraordinary learning ability and intellectual curiosity are likely instinctive tools that enable her to inherit their target species' entire wealth of knowledge. In fact, it may be that Saya's kind has always had its sights set on intelligent life. Perhaps they wait patiently for some foolish, extra-dimensional species to gain knowledge of other worlds, and in attempting to satisfy its curiosity, make contact with the outer universe in which they dwell. Rather than send Saya and her kin into their dimensional journeys with only luck with their own strength to depend on, would not be waiting for such contact greatly increase the chances of finding a world worthy of conquest. Just as I, having acquired the silver key, fascinated myself an explorer of the unknown, how many intelligent life forms in other worlds have thoughtlessly congratulated themselves for discovering Saya's sisters. Taken by the sudden urge to go outside for a change, Yoko gathers up the manuscript and heads to a car, which is parked in the front yard. She's completed her self-imposed final duty. There is no longer any reason for her to remain holed up in the mountain cabin. So I'm assuming Roko's going to still track down Fuminori and Saya, but I don't know if she'll know how to though. That's the thing, I'm not sure she'll be able to track them down. She drives a little further up the mountain to an open place that offers a scenic view of the land below. In the early days of the change, Roko often came to this spot to watch helplessly over the mutating city. The one flaw in my theory comes from none other than Saya herself. After using me to learn everything she could about humanity, Saya should finally have been prepared to begin the last stage of her invasion. However, she never carried out her mission. Why? I hypothesize that Saya was a regular among her kind. It is said that the human race's intelligence has allowed us to conquer our natural instincts. Perhaps in absorbing the human psyche, Saya accidentally inherited the disease that inflicts her entire species. What is human love? Really, what behaviour could be more of a hindrance to efficient propagation of a species? I'm reminded of how, at the end of her study, Saya consumed vast quantities of romantic literature from all over the world. Because I don't think Saya understands the concept of romance at all. She probably wouldn't if she was an alien though. She tried to understand romance as an integral part of the human reproductive process. As a result, she might have unwittingly neutered her own unparalysed reproductive abilities. After all, she had not known love. She had come to this world to rule it in our place, and had studied humanity to fulfill that purpose, but ultimately she could not share love with a human. Without love's blessing, Saya was unable to find the passion to fill this world with her kind. In learning all that there was to know about humanity, she herself had become hopelessly human. Right. Wary of loneliness, if this hypothesis is correct, then it means that I've failed her as a teacher. I can't help but feel ashamed for having spoiled such an extraordinary organism. Saya. Next to Ogai Masahiko, Yoko now knows more about that entity than anyone else. No, when the young man named Sakisaka Fuminori is added to the run, perhaps she only comes in third. In the end, she never encountered the creature face to face. She would like to have met at once though. Ogai's analysis of Sayu's psychology is correct, then it must have been Sakisaka who restored her desire to conquer the world. Perhaps as Sakisaka's chief physician, Ryoko played some role in bringing that lonely young man and Saya together, in which case she should have at least have the right to attend their wedding to the end of all weddings. She might have even charged them a matchmaker's fee. What is going on? Is this what she's seen the world like? I have a dream that one day my daughter will know the blessings of love. I'm so confused now. I pray that there will become a day when her heart burns with the flames of passion and her world becomes bright and joyous once more. Oh no, I think this is just Ogai monologuing, I think. When the day comes, Saya, your terrible and irresistible purpose will surely consume us, that your progeny may flourish. The whole world will know your love and be reborn. What wonders the future holds. I deeply regret that I must end my life before I can see the day come, but the footsteps of those who would destroy my dream grow closer by the hour. Oh, so he definitely ended his life. Right. If I seal my lips in death, then their grasping hand will not reach you. Please forgive me, my daughter, for leaving you alone in this barren world. With the knowledge that you now possess, I know that you will find your own path. The radiance of your hard-won soul shall light the road ahead. Have no fear, have no doubt. March onwards until you reach your answer at last. And I, Saya, will dream forever of the world that you will create. Perhaps it is the isolated environment or the mountain air. Maybe she's just more resistant to the change. Whatever the case, Ryoko has not yet become as unhuman as the creatures wriggling through the city below. She does not know exactly how many people on this planet could still be called human, but she is one of what must be only a handful of survivors who are left to watch over the end of mankind. So is that what happened? And it's like Saya must be taking over like the full city and everything. And I don't know if people are getting turned into the like monsters that Saya is, maybe. Of course, it's only a matter of time before she changes to it. Oh no, I think it is actually. It has been 3 days since she chopped off what? A right hand which has ceased to function as anything resembling a human hand. Oh right, so it is, she's turning out like a monster. That's horrible. But the itching that's spread across her entire back is growing more and horrible by the hour. She could look in the mirror to see what she's becoming, but she doubts that it will make her happy. Ryoko thinks that maybe it would be the best just to go to sleep here, with the world spread out before her. When she awakens, perhaps she'll be ready to descend the mountain and join in the city's revelries. Or maybe she won't even need such resolve anymore. Whatever the case, Ryoko thinks dreamily as she licks the very last drop from her flask. Even after I stop being human, I hope I'll still enjoy the taste of booze. So is this going to be the ending? I don't know. I don't know, is it? It might be the ending for this. Oh no, it is? Okay. Right, so that's the ending of this choice of just going and phoning Fuminori first. So I think what we'll do next time is we'll go back to the point where Koji is like deciding to phone either Ryoko or Fuminori, and we'll phone Ryoko this time because I think it's going to plan out like a lot differently, because if you can team up with Ryoko, she seems to be very knowledgeable, see, with guns and like fighting. So I think she'll be able to help Koji with like fighting Sai and Fuminori. So I'm assuming this, like, it'll turn out a completely different route. So we'll just need to see what happens. But the next time we'll see if we can do that. So I'll see you in the next episode of Sayo no Uta. Bye!